nominate our musical artists. One of them being Ayra. I should not even one of them, lots of them. Today we are celebrating Ayra, we're celebrating Asake, Rema, Tems, Whiskey even, and a host of others. Why? Because these people have made it to the VMA nomination list, the Video Music Awards, organized by MTV. Now, the Nigerian superstar Rema himself, Whiskey, and even Tems, all of them, including Asake, are are all nominated for the best Afrobeats category. We also have Tyler in that nomination. We have Ghanaian singer Molly as well in that particular category. Also nominated in the best Afrobeat category, we have American star Travis Scott. And I'm just wondering what Travis Scott would have been doing in this particular category, if not for Asake, who got him featured on the song Active. Because how did you, Travis Scott, get into Afrobeat nomination? We have Brent Fires, who also appeared on Whiskey's Piece of My Heart, being nominated in this particular category. Other OGs in the music industry in Nigeria that have made it to nomination list are Burna Boy. He was nominated for the song Higher. It actually earned him the best video for Change. And then Ayra earned a nomination for best push performance for Last Heartbreak Song featuring Givon. Last Heartbreak Song is one of, Ayra, it deserves all of the award in the world. Lady Gaga leads this year with about 12 nominations thanks to the success of her single Die With A Smile. There's Mayhem and there is Abracadabra as well. All of those got nominated as well. Bruno Mars is the second most nominated artist with about 11 nods, boosted by his appearance on Lady Gaga's Abracadabra. We also see rapper Kendrick Lamar. I think that Kendrick Lamar has had a very favorable season so far. He is one person who got the third most nominated artist with 10 nods, gained from his album GNX, and of course the hit single, the one that has gained him so much win so far, Not Like Us. Now the 2025 Video Music Awards will take place on the 7th of September 2025. We can't wait to see our winners, the results of that particular award. But we're here for it. I think thankfully we have a lot of Nigerians who have been nominated in the category, from Ayra to Rema to Asake to Tems to Burna Boy to Whiskey, and thankfully to the Afrobeat artists in Nigeria, Brent Fires, and of course Travis Scott. Moving away from that to another music artist in Ghana, let's just say in Africa, that's actually making the rounds on social media of late, as Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale's Lamborghini, his 2019 Lamborghini, got seized by the Ghanaian authorities and the FBI. Now, he happened to be notified that his Lamborghini was getting seized. This was as their Economic and Organized Crime Office in Ghana collaborated with the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation and even the U.S. Justice Department. They took away his 2019 Lamborghini Urus from popular dancehall musician Charles Niama Mensah, popularly known as Wale. Now, in a press that was released, it issued that it was in a press that was released by the acting executive director Raymond Archer. The agency did say that this seizure was carried out after a 2023 request from U.S. authorities. So it was recently taken. The operations took place at Shatta Wale's residence in Accra Valley Phase 1. So in June, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, acting on a 2023 request from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the FBI, and the United States Justice Department, undertook an operation which led to a lawful search in a home, of course, Shatta Wale's home in Accra. The operation was undertaken by the Surveillance and Asset Recovery Unit. It also led to the discovery and seizure of a 2019 Lamborghini Urus. The FBI and the Justice Department tied to the proceeds of the criminal enterprise of one Nana Amue, who is currently serving an 86-month sentence for several financial crimes in the U.S. So this was a statement that was made by the FBI. They actually say that it is linked to a $150,000 fraud, $150,000 fraud, and somehow Shatawale has also mentioned that he bought his Lamborghini for $150,000 as at the time. It's a 2019 Lamborghini. He has reacted to this, a statement made by FBI and of course the Ghana authorities. In a video he made on TikTok, he had talked about how properties of the all of these properties are worldly properties. They do not make anything about anyone's life. They do not stand a chance in someone's life. That why they coming for him. He was actually just ranting about his car being seized. A lot of people just want to know, Shatawale, did you get yourself involved in any fraud case, because this has been linked to fraud? Or is the FBI mistaken about what they have, what they think is a situation of, things with your car and, of course, the fraud in question? Let's take a look at the video.
I don't know, because the car I buy am $150,000. Oh, Charlie. You see, after this thing, Rema, I will leave the car for you people. Don't come to my house. Don't come to my house. Make nobody say they invite me. That boy, I buy new Lamborghini. My music, the way they tire, where this country, did they do me for you? One day, me too, I go wake up, Me too, I go wake up. And we go chop president for this country. One day. Oh, after this matter, Remacha, after this matter, I leave this matter for you. Don't even try and say you invite me. But I go be Yama for Ghana. Because this car matter, where they talk about, and you did. I'm okay. For the office, the team.
All right, that is Shatawale obviously expressing his displeasure in what has happened to his Lamborghini. Lamborghini is that car that nobody wants to lose, especially not to the authorities. So I most definitely understand how he feels. Lamborghini is a hot cake in this part of life to African artists who kind of like just want to be in a space where they can afford very luxury items like cars of that class, and having to have that seized from you after hustling so hard to acquire it can cause a lot of heartache. So if he is going through some sort of heartbreak right now, it's definitely understandable. However, the posing question right now is, are you involved in any fraud? Because the FBI didn't just come into your home to take away your car because they feel like it. There's a name that has been mentioned, there's an amount of money that has been mentioned, and it's been linked to your possession. Have you done that? A lot of people would have thought that, okay, the video in question would have been to clear the air on his stance in the fraud allegations, but I was more interested in talking about how he doesn't care about the car because it's a material thing and whatnot. Shatawale is one person that hasn't really been in the good books when it comes to the Nigerian music industry. He has always come for the Nigerian music industry and talking about how privileged we are, how we feel like we're better than the rest of the African countries, So right now, and I feel like a lot of Nigerians aren't even sympathizing with him. If you get to the comment sessions, you would see that Nigerians are just like, what do you want us to do for you? Why are you ranting here? And whatnot. But at the end of the day, Shatawale will still have to go through some processings. I mean, this is a case that obviously is an international case as well. So we will get to the root of it and we'll understand what his involvement is in this particular fraud case. All right, talking about fraud and talking about cases, we move on to the... Okay, before this, we actually would like to go to the Nollywood scene where a particular broadcaster, Emmanuel Oji, has called out Nollywood producers who actually cast actors based on their social media following numbers. Now, he is of the opinion that, I think a lot of people also think this way anyways, that Nollywood producers in this age and time, how they cast their, actors is by going through their social media following, and when they see how much they are being followed, how much controversy they get involved in, that is when they get to cast them for movie roles. And he brought this by taking a note of the movie To Kill a Monkey. He used To Kill a Monkey as a pointer to give advice to Nollywood producers who think that their movie would only sell if they actually put in actors who are the rave at the moment, actors who have a lot of following on social media. To Kill a Monkey had people who played the lead with very less following on their social media page. Someone even said that William Benson, who played the lead in To Kill a Monkey, had 5,000 followers as at the time where the movie got released. However, after the release of the movie, people got to love him a whole lot, and then his followership increased to about 81.5 thousand followers. We also had the person who played a boss, Butchie Franklin, also have a following of about 298,000. This is after the release of the movie. These people do not have a following that is up to 2 million naira, 2 million followership. We also made this comparison to Egungun of Lagos, who has 2 million followers, from actually just carrying a mic around, going on social media, going into people's lives and asking questions about what you're wearing, how much what you're wearing is. He had a lot of things to say, and in comparison was trying to say that Nigerian producers should do a lot more in picking talents than social media followings. And to a very large extent, it is a very important lesson that producers should take. I understand that producers feel like they have to make the money they have sunk into the production back. And by making this money, they have to follow people who have massive following, or they have to choose people who have massive following. The more following the person has, the reach will get larger. Sure, that's a marketing strategy in their head, but at the end of the day, Nigerians are always going to, or let's just say the whole of Africa would always fall in love with the quality over the quantity. So the To Kill a Monkey is a movie that is currently trending, that is currently winning because of how much work was put into it, how much depth was put into the story, and a lot of things following through that particular movie could speak and resonate with a lot of people. Other places in the movie that was absolutely 100% over 100%, no. But you know what, it can actually fault it that bad because the good part of the movie obviously rided over the bad side of the movie. So what Nigerian producers should be doing now is put in more work in making movies, pay for PR, not just about the people who are in the movie having to publicize your movie for you. You pay for PR. When you do a good movie and pay for PR, it gets as much attention as it should. It would definitely, most definitely bring you back the reward. But I guess the job, is one that is very hideous, and a lot of people might not want to get involved in doing that much work to get their money back. However, Emmanuel OG has said something that every producer should go back to their drawing board and take a look at. And just as I mentioned earlier, we're getting into the court cases and conversations around court cases. Mohbad's case hasn't rested 3 years later, 2 years later rather, it hasn't rested, as every time that we feel like the case is finally being put to rest, there's always something or someone who brings this case up to life again. In recent case, it has been a very dark man who said that he wants to revive the case and find the real perpetrators of Mohbad's death. He has also talked about how he's going to open up on the alleged bullying of Mohbad. In all of these conversations, he has had Mohbad's friends come on to have a one-on-one interview with them. He has had Sam Larry. He has had a few other people have an interview with them, and this has actually also gotten to the police. Now, a lot of things have gone behind the scene, in front of camera and whatnot. One of them being that very dark man realized that there was a group chat that was opened by some of the social media, or should I say the celebrities in Nigeria, who were concerned about justice for Mohbad. There was a WhatsApp group that was created. Yabo Joe was part of it, to DK, Bella Shmudai, whole lot of others as well were part of this group. In his video where he made and brought to the notice of the public about this WhatsApp group, he said that the WhatsApp group was created for him, to antagonize him, to make him the bad guy. They did everything within their power to actually make him the bad person in the WhatsApp group. Everything they talked about, discussed about, was about him. However, Yabo Ojo has done a video countering that particular statement, saying that it wasn't really always about him. Everybody on that particular group was here for justice for Mohbad. It's been so many years later, and there's been so many conversations. How did he die? What happened to him? What did autopsy say? DNA test and whatnot and whatnot. However, Yabo Ojo had mentioned that the police had invited her to the police station in Abuja to have a conversation with Naira Marley over the situation. According to her, the conversation they had led to a peace broker, and this actually also didn't sit well with a lot of people, as people felt like, why did you have to go make peace with Naira Marley? It's not like he's entirely innocent of anything bad that must have happened to Mohbad, considering the fact that, and this was Naira Marley and Sam Larry, considering the fact that he had petitioned Sam Larry just before his death. Now, Very Dark Man had also made a video and was talking about how Yabo Ojo begged Naira Marley at the police station so that the case can be closed, because Naira Marley was obviously going to be petitioning her, bullying and all of that. There's been so many videos from both angles, from both ends. At the end of the day, we now saw a video where Yabo Ojo was explaining that in the interrogation room where she was, Very Dark Man was given access into the interrogation room and therefore shouldn't have been in that manner. So there was a viral petition that was submitted to the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu. It accused the Commissioner of Police in charge of the Nigeria Police Force National Cybercrime Center, the NPF NCCC, CP Fanyi Henry, of interrogating her in the presence of Very Dark Man, a civilian who is also a defendant in another case where she is a witness. This was a case that was filed by Tonto Diki and Sam Clef. In response, Very Dark Man did a video, noted that the petition would not achieve anything meaningful. The actress made a call after a video of the duo allegedly bullying the late singer surfaced online following his death. So Very Dark Man did a video after this petition had come on social media and said that this petition wasn't necessary. According to the things he had to say, he was defending himself that he was not in the interrogation room where Yabo Ojo was actually interrogated by the police. Let's take a look at Very Dark Man's video.
Now for me and Yabo Ojo, I see say Yabo Ojo have gone to petition CP Ifeanyi Uche, the director of NPF NCCC. She petitioned him and the Nigerian police. Her reason is this: according to her, that CP is my backbone, is the one aiding me, and they give me power. Not just that, Yabo Ojo also alleged that while they were interrogating her, they let me come into the interrogation room. Not just that, she also said, I can't go there, go they eat biscuits, they drink tea. How the mighty are falling. Yabo, come back Nigeria. How the mighty are falling. Before, na she for petition, but you know why she can't petition me? Because this time I hold group chat and I hold a lot of evidence. Not just that, I was there and I witnessed everything, the way she begged, the way everything happened. But I am happy Yabo Ojo did this. You know why I'm happy? It is very good for that commissioner of police. Oga Uche, it is very good. This will be a very big lesson to you and the members of the Nigerian police. That it's not every case that you try to settle. Some case just charge and go court immediately. Una don't see now. Now, the reason why Yabo Ojo is petitioning them, it is because she does not want them to go ahead with the case. She won't blackmail them so that that case goes spoil. But Yabo, it cannot work. And I mean to tell you, come back Nigeria first. Come back. First things first, Yabo, you don't know that that particular station is the most sophisticated police station in the whole of West Africa. That cybercrime center you are seeing there, no be small.
Yabo Ojo is currently in Canada, where her child is preparing to give birth to her first grandchild. So Yabo Ojo is basking in the euphoria of being a grandmother at the moment, and being, affected by all of this at the moment should be very, draining for her, considering the situation and the kind of place that she should be at the moment, being a grandmother to her daughter's baby that's about to come in and all of that. Away from that, this is a situation about someone who died and justice for somebody, Mobad. I feel like the conversation has drafted away, or drifted rather, away from Mobad's death to an ego problem. So everyone concerned in this case now, Mali, Yabo, Joe, very dark man, is more concerned about their ego being bruised than actually finding a solution to the case in question. Mobad's body is still in the mortuary till now, and it doesn't even look like there are plans for the young man to be buried. But then egos are being bruised here and there, and that is the conversation being, had right now, instead of the main conversation of what happened to Mobad and how Mobad died. Let's not also forget that the nurse who administered, drugs to Mobad is still in prison custody. So somehow, someone is out there paying for the death of Mobad. Yet we are having celebrities have this conversation, have these whole ego bruising conversations with each other or about each other. Just for what exactly at the end of the day? All right, that's all the stories we can bring to you today. Thank you so much for being a part of Entertainment Now. It's been amazing to have Wednesday's edition. We'll be back with Thursday's edition tomorrow. But until then, I hope that you have a very peaceful Wednesday, a restful one, and you achieve all the goals that you have set aside for today. My name is Vera Philip. You can follow me on social media. On Facebook is Vera Philip. On Instagram, Vera Philip _MGZ. Follow Spectrum Television on all our social media platforms that is going to be displayed on your screen. Till tomorrow, have an amazing day. Bye for now.